afternoon, everyone. And thanks for joining us again for our virtual A Day in the Life at Stockton University. We're glad you could join us here online. As much as we appreciate all the difficulties that we're going through, both of us on either end, your life has changed a little bit. You're not going to class and going to school, but we're all accommodating. As much as we would love to welcome you to campus, we're trying to bring our campus to you. And today our session is going to be talking about our newest addition, the Atlantic City campus. But today we have joining us Atlantic City campus's Chief Operating Officer, Brian Jackson, and our Assistant Dean of Students at Atlantic City, Haley Baum. Take it over, Brian and Haley.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. To those of you out there who are watching and participating, we appreciate you taking the time to hear a bit more about Stockton University's new Atlantic City campus. As Alyssa mentioned, my name is Brian Jackson. I serve as Chief Operating Officer for our Atlantic City campus. And part of my responsibility here in Atlantic City deals with a lot of the day-to-day operations here, including our facilities and plant operations. And now I'll turn it over to Dr. Baum to introduce herself.
Hi everyone, I'm Haley. I have the pleasure of serving as Assistant Dean of Students for our Atlantic City campus. This is my 10th year here at Stockton, and for the first 6.5 or so, I was in our Galloway campus, so I still share a lot of responsibilities that overlap, but my primary role now is to serve as a Senior Student Affairs Officer for Atlantic City, and we'll get into a little bit more about what Student Affairs means, but thank you and welcome for today.
So our Atlantic City campus was a part of a larger development in Atlantic City called the Gateway Project. And this project was about a $220 million construction project, one of the largest public-private partnership initiatives in the history of the state of New Jersey. Stockton's portion of this project was roughly $178 million. And that includes a 216,000 square foot apartment style dormitory complex overlooking the beautiful ocean and boardwalk of Atlantic City. It includes 533 beds. Across the street, overlooking the magnificent O'Donnell Memorial Park, is our academic complex, and that's 56,000 square feet of space. And it includes about 15 classrooms and transitional computer labs, meeting room spaces, event space, dining space, and offices for our faculty and staff. Again, the Academic Center, which is now named in honor of one of our largest donors in the history of our institution, John F. Scarpa, sits on the site of the former Atlantic City High School, which stood there for about 75 years. And it overlooks O'Donnell Park, which is one of the largest public parks here in the city of Atlantic City. So in terms of our mission here in Atlantic City, it really aligns with the mission of Stockton's entire institution. And we are really interested and focused on how we can provide, cultural, social, intellectual opportunities for our students in a vibrant urban setting. And our mission includes our dedication to teaching, which is first and foremost here at Stockton. Our commitment to our disciplinary and innovative approaches to education, the commitment to engagement and service learning and community service, and our co-curricular activities, which really support our academics here at Stockton. Back in 2016, Stockton was designated by the state of New Jersey as an anchor institution. And as part of that charge, we led an effort a couple of years ago to establish a university district here in Atlantic City in the historic Chelsea neighborhood, which is where our campus exists. And as part of that effort, we are looking and seeking to promote reinvestment and redevelopment in and around our new campus, supporting the local businesses. If you choose to come to our Atlantic City campus, you'll notice there are a lot of locally owned, ethnic and mom and pop run businesses that are within a short walking distance of our academic center and our residential complex. In addition, we installed last summer a number of beautiful markers and banners throughout the university district, which really lend itself to providing an exciting identification for the neighborhood. So as visitors are coming through the neighborhood, or people are coming here to visit the Chelsea neighborhood or to visit the businesses or our campus, they recognize that they are indeed in the university district.
Okay, so I briefly mentioned that I work for Student Affairs. So while I have the pleasure of being teammates with the wonderful Brian Jackson, we actually serve in different divisions at the university. So I just wanted to take a brief moment to highlight what the Division of Student Affairs is, because that is my role representing Student Affairs in Atlantic City. So here you see our Student Affairs leadership team. And everything here, anything I wanted you to know is just that Student Affairs is there to help your student, or you, if you are a student, in and outside of the classroom, to help you with anything that you need to be successful. And so we have our Vice President, Dr. Ketching, and we have 4 Assistant Vice Presidents that have a strategic area, and then myself, Lori Griscom, and Steve Radwanski, who works in residential life. What I wanted you to take away from this brief overview of Student Affairs is that we have all these wonderful staff members that are here to support your students. We have an Office of Military and Veteran Services, Career Education and Development, Women's Gender and Sexuality Center, Care and Community Standards, Educational Opportunity and Success Programs, Communications, Parent and Family Partnerships, Student Transition Programs, and Student Development. Shout out to Jeff, who's on this call, for all your help. And so what my role is in Atlantic City is to work with all of my wonderful colleagues to support your students at the Atlantic City campus and to recreate the magic that we have in Galloway in Atlantic City. So this slide here highlights one of the great services that we have in Atlantic City related to health services, which right now is more important than ever. So right next to our beautiful residential complex, we have Atlantic Care Physicians Group, which is located on the bottom floor of our parking garage where all of our residential students park. So with your Stockton ID, students can walk just next door and utilize primary care services free of charge. There is an urgent care located in the same building for when primary care has been exhausted, but there may be some fees that are associated with utilizing urgent care, just as if you would use urgent care in your own hometown or the community that you live when you're not at Stockton. We just wanted to highlight some of the great opportunities that we have, as well as the resources that we have in Atlantic City. So we have a food assistance program here at Stockton University where there are 2 components. One is a food pantry, and I'm very proud to say that we have our own branch of the food pantry here in Atlantic City. And you'll see the hours of operation listed for the spring semester up on the screen. So students who are enrolled in the food assistance program can come visit our office and utilize the food pantry as much as they need. Also, students are eligible for 2 meal vouchers a week if they're enrolled in the food assistance program, and that gives our students direct access to food. This is a program that we're very proud of here at Stockton University. We also have Coffee and Connection in Atlantic City, and that's just one of our signature campus programs in Atlantic City that really brings us out of our office. I like to explain it as sort of open office hours for myself, where I get out of the office and I just spend time with students. But one of the components about Coffee and Connection in AC is that we bring in community partners, such as the Atlantic City Free Library and other community organizations, to meet and greet our students and highlight the specific, important, and rich cultural aspects of the city. And also another fun one that we have listed here is our Cinema in the City, Atlantic City Campus Movie Nights, where we host free of charge, brand new, right out of the box office movies. And it's a great opportunity for students and faculty, staff, and community members to join together to have a fun program. Just a couple more. We have a new initiative this semester, which is called This Week at Stockton AC. This is a weekly program and community resource email that goes out to every single residential and student that takes classes in Atlantic City. It highlights every single thing that's going on campus and different opportunities for students to get involved and engaged and connected. We also have a couple examples up right now of service learning office hours and Let's Talk community counseling. And so these are just two examples of where we take the offices and the services in Galloway that we've had for many years, and we have our staff come over and visit us in Atlantic City to offer these services and resources to our students in Atlantic City versus going back to Galloway. So those are just two examples of that right there, but we have many, many throughout the week and throughout the month.
Since we opened the campus back in the fall of 2018, we've experienced a pretty significant increase in the interest and popularity of our students signing up for courses here at the Atlantic City campus. Just to give you an example, this past fall, we offered about 134 courses here in Atlantic City, which was close to a 20% increase over the fall of 2018. And we experienced about 25% of our students this year registered for at least one course here in Atlantic City. There are a variety of courses that we offer here in the undergraduate level, and we also have several master's degree level courses and programs that we're offering here in Atlantic City. We're really excited about this coming fall because under the auspices of our School of Business, our MBA program will be relocating from our Galloway campus to the Atlantic City campus. And our new MBA program in Healthcare Administration and Leadership will also be offered here in Atlantic City, in addition to our MS PSM program in Coastal Zone Management. And we also have a full doctorate program here at the Atlantic City campus as well. So as you can see from the slide, there are a variety of programs that are offering courses here in Atlantic City. You're not required to live here in Atlantic City in order to register to take classes here in Atlantic City. We do offer shuttle services here, and we'll get into that a little bit later, but it's a convenient, really exciting location for you to consider signing up to take at least one, if not more, courses here at the Atlantic City campus. Here's a photo of our academic center named in honor of John Scopper. As I mentioned earlier, we've got 15 classrooms in here. We have 3 transitional computer labs. We've got faculty offices and the like, lots of space for you to enjoy. Here's a photo of our main lobby as you enter the building. This is a great place where students will often wait if they are taking the shuttle service between the campuses. We do have a 24-hour security at our security desk, and we have student workers who work for us who man the front desk to answer any questions or to assist anyone coming into the building. Here's a great photo of one of our transitional computer labs here in the building, of which we have 3 very, very popular spaces. And the students have really, really taken well to taking courses here in Atlantic City. We also have a number of our full-time tenured faculty who have their permanent offices here at the Atlantic City campus. Here's just a view of the beautiful Elizabeth Alton Lounge, which is in the center on the 2nd floor of our academic center. It's a great space where students like to hang out or get some work done in between classes. And this gives you another really beautiful view of the interior of the academic building. I sort of look at this as a design that sort of replicates being on a cruise ship near the ocean. And this building was designed by a local firm right here in Atlantic City. Here's a shot of our computer station for those students who either don't have access to a computer or you may need to print a document for your classes. We do have a computer station located in the building that's accessible to all students, and all you have to do is log in to access these computers. We also have just outside of this area an office which is manned by our IT staff who are here to assist you in any way. This is our Fannie Lou Hamer event room. This space is located on the 1st floor of the Scarpa Academic Center. And this is a space that's used for all kinds of programming and events. It's approximately 3,000 square feet, and it can hold up to about 260 people in this setting that you see on the screen. Or if we wanted to do dinners, we can hold somewhere around 160 people. Our students have used this on many, many occasions for all kinds of exciting programming, and we encourage you to do that and enjoy that when you come here in the fall. This is a shot of our dining area, which is just on the other side of the main lobby of the Academic Center. This space is open to the public, and it offers a wide variety of food offerings for our students. Everything from salads made to order to items on the grill. We have fresh sushi that's available, soups, paninis, and of course the star of the show is Carluccio's coal-fired pizza, which is really famous here in South Jersey, and they've been featured all over Food Network many times. It's a popular place for students to get their pizzas and pastas.
And I just wanted to mention that there are no meal plans required at Stockton Atlantic City, which is a difference over our Galloway campus. Each one of our residential apartments has a full kitchen. So you don't have to select a meal plan to live in Atlantic City, but we do have something called the AC50, which is a popular smaller meal plan that some of our residential students take advantage of so that they can utilize their kitchen, but also come over and have some delicious Carluccio's pizza. And as Brian mentioned, there's many wonderful offerings. And one of the coolest things I think about our food court is that you'll see community members come over, you'll see faculty and staff eating with students, and it's just a great community atmosphere.
Absolutely. And for those of you who choose to live in Atlantic City, because they're all apartment style dwellings, there's one of the questions that we often get is, well, where can we shop if we have kitchens? Well, we're really fortunate that just on the other side of the park is a fantastic 14,000 square foot grocery store called Boom Market. And we also have an Acme grocery store, which is within about a 3 to 4 mile radius of the campus. So you can walk to a grocery store, or if you have your own transportation, you can drive yourself over to Acme. In addition, the Boom Market accepts our Osprey Dollar program. And that's essentially a system that allows you to use your Stockton ID as a debit card. And there are about a dozen businesses near the campus, including Boom Market, that accept that program. So you can use your ID as a debit card and do all of your shopping that way.
Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit more specifics about residential and living on campus, while Brian highlighted some of the academics. So we do have a very robust shuttle service between Atlantic City and Galloway campuses. Right up on the screen there, you'll see our shuttle schedule. For weekdays, we start at 7:30 a.m. and we go just after midnight till 12:10 a.m. On Saturdays, you'll see a little bit of adjustment, again, starting 7:30 a.m., ending again 12:10 a.m. just after midnight, but a few less runs. And then on Sunday, we do start at 10 a.m. and we end at the same time, 12:10 just after midnight, with a little bit of abbreviated schedule. And we've gotten a lot of positive feedback about the robustness of our shuttle schedule. And we do hold regular sessions with students to gather any feedback that they may have about our shuttle schedule and program. So I'm going to go into some more details about our beautiful residential building. The address of that building is 3701 Boardwalk. That is where my office is located. If anybody's looking for me, please stop by. I'd love to meet you. So as Brian mentioned, we have a space for 533 student beds, and I know that many of you will probably go to the residential life session that will highlight all these things in much greater detail, but we just wanted to give you a brief snapshot this afternoon. Two of the very distinct things about Stockton Atlantic City residential housing is that we have a 9 and a 12-month housing contract available. So that means if you choose the traditional 9 months, that's great for you, but we also have a 12-month contract, which means that you never have to leave. So your breaks and your summer housing are included, which is a very big benefit for living at the beach, for summer opportunities and internships. We also have a family housing program here at Stockton Atlantic City, which allows students with families or faculty and staff with families to take advantage of these wonderful apartments that are located in the residential building, which you're now seeing sort of the boardwalk ocean view of. We have beautiful, beautiful views. Coming up later in the presentation, we do have some of those for you. Some of the amenities that you'll find in our residential building are 3 beautiful student lounges, and this is one shot of our main student lounge. This is a shot of our main lobby. That Coffee and Connection program that I mentioned previously takes place half of the time in this space here. You'll see the fireplace, comfy chairs. Students will often hang out and do their homework or have meetings, utilize the TV to do presentations. Here comes the living room view of one of those fabulous oceanfront apartments that we mentioned previously. You'll see the granite countertops and stainless steel appliances. I often joke when we do tours that this apartment is nicer than my kitchen, which you would be able to see if we had a different shot of my living room right now where I am. But it's just high quality, top of the line, beautiful amenities here at Stockton, Atlantic City. Here is one of our most prized spaces in the residential building, our garden quad. It's this beautiful indoor, outdoor, innovative space that lends us to so many great programs. Inside that previous lounge, we have this sliding door where we can open that door to that lounge, which spills out into this garden quad, creating this beautiful indoor, outdoor space where you could look through and see the ocean, which is a one-of-a-kind, dynamic opportunity for our students to come together and share in community. You have to stop by and see it for yourself.
Yeah, the residential complex is a unique facility in that, in addition to it being our housing space for our students and having an office for residential life and student affairs at Atlantic City, we also have several other amenities in the building, including a 3,000 square foot campus bookstore, which provides food and convenience type items, as well as some of the more traditional bookstore facilities that you would find. In terms of our textbooks, for students living in Atlantic City, they're able to order their books online, and then their textbooks are delivered to the bookstore here, and you can just pick them up from the bookstore. We also have a 1,500 square foot fitness center here in the building, which is really popular with our students. It's open to our students, our faculty and staff, as well as alumni who live in the area. So it's a gathering place, and certainly a great place for you to enjoy the state of the art equipment that we offer here. And here's just a quick shot just to give you a sense of what it's like, particularly at the prime times of the day where students are moving back and forth between the academic buildings on their way to or from their apartments. One of the key areas that's critically important to us in Atlantic City and our campus is to ensure that our students are safe and secure. And we've done a really extraordinary job. Special thanks to our Stockton Police force, which is supplemented by Allied Universal Security that is here on our campus as well. Within the first floor of the residential building, we have an on-site police substation that's manned by our Stockton Police. And they work very closely with the Atlantic City Police Department, with the Atlantic City Fire Department, with the Atlantic City Beach Patrol, whose offices is located right across from our residential building on the boardwalk. And all of our camera systems throughout the exterior of our buildings are tied into Atlantic City's state-of-the-art video system. So we've been very fortunate in that we have not had any significant issues over the last 2 years here on our campus. And we are a fair distance away from the casinos, the closest being over 7 blocks away from us. And the campus is located in a very residential community here in Atlantic City.
And we do have a 24-hour, 7 days a week security desk as you walk into the residential building, where our wonderful student staff and our Allied University security will be located. And right behind that desk is where you'll find our Stockton University Police Station substation that Brian mentioned.
And I would be remiss if I did not recognize our four-legged friends who are part of the Stockton community. Hemi.
Yes, we love them.
We love them. Hemi is our black lab. He's been with us since he was a puppy, and he is a certified police canine dog specializing in explosives and tracking. He's a national champion in this area, but he's about to retire. So we just recently got a new member of the Stockton family, Freya, our beautiful golden retriever, who is currently in the process of being trained and being mentored by Hemi. The students love these dogs very much. They even were involved in naming Hemi. So they are a part of our Stockton family, and you can look forward to seeing them on campus. So just real quick, I want to mention that in addition to our campus here in the Chelsea neighborhood, we also have AtlantiCare, as Dr. Baum mentioned, and we have South Jersey Gas. They recently moved their headquarters to Atlantic City as well, bringing with them about 300 employees, as well as internship opportunities for our students. We have a fantastic relationship with South Jersey Gas and South Jersey Industries, as we do with AtlantiCare, whose CEO is a Stockton alumna. So we're happy to have them as our community partners, and for students who are seeking internship opportunities, both institutions have been fantastic partners in this effort. A couple of other really exciting amenities that are located in Atlantic City, not far from our campus. It's the Noyes Arts Garage of Stockton University and the African American Heritage Museum. Both are located in the historic Ducktown neighborhood, which is the cultural and arts district of Atlantic City. And it's a fantastic facility for those of you who are interested in the arts. In addition to the Noyes and the African American Museum anchoring the 16,000 square foot facility, it also includes a number of art studios, art galleries, and locally owned boutiques and shops that community members, visitors, and our students alike really enjoy. Here's some pictures of our students visiting the historic Atlantic City Lighthouse. It is 150 years old, and it's the third tallest lighthouse in the United States. It's a really cool spot to visit, and when you're in Atlantic City, you know, we encourage you to really check out the historical sites throughout the city, of which there are many. And of course, you know, the world famous boardwalk of Atlantic City. There's no place like it in the world, and our students really take advantage of the boardwalk, whether it's checking out one of the complimentary bikes as part of our bike sharing program at the Atlantic City campus, or running. There are lots of athletic events that our students get involved in, whether it's 5Ks and the like, or just enjoying the beach and the park. There's a lot of beautiful public spaces in Atlantic City that our students enjoy, and we look forward to you taking advantage of those opportunities as well. Community engagement is central to what we do here at Stockton. This is just one example of our students last summer planting flowers in the O'Donnell Memorial Park. And again, you know, the boardwalk is really beautiful. It's been extended, and now it's almost 7 miles long between Atlantic City and Ventnor. So we encourage you to get out and enjoy the beauty of Atlantic City. And I also want to mention that we have a robust, relatively new rowing program. It's housed here in Atlantic City at the Atlantic City Boathouse, and it includes our women's varsity program and our men's club. And so far we've hosted one incredible regatta that was attended by schools, colleges, and high schools from throughout the region. And we're looking forward to hosting more of those here in Atlantic City. And of course, the culmination of your experience here at Stockton is your commencement. 3 years ago, we moved our commencement services to Atlantic City at the historic James Whalen Boardwalk Hall, where we have nearly 13,000 people attending this magnificent ceremony. And we look forward to attending yours as well when you're prepared to graduate from Stockton. So, you know, we hope that you will really give us an opportunity to host you here at our Atlantic City campus, whether you choose to live here on our campus, or live at the Galloway campus, or commute. We think that you'll have a really great experience here at Stockton University, and we're thrilled to offer an alternative experience for you here at our Atlantic City campus, whether you want that urban experience by the shore or being on our main campus in the beautiful, beautiful woods of South Jersey. Stockton has something for you.
Thank you both. For right now, before we close, I'd like to throw it to our Chief Enrollment Management Officer, Dr. Bob Heinrich.
Thank you so much, Elisa. I just wanted to say hello to our students that are logged into the session, and also to thank my colleagues, Brian and Haley, for sharing such informative discussion, with our participants this afternoon. I really can't thank you enough. This really wants me to, gives me the opportunity to, want to go back to college and live at the Atlantic City campus, as I'm sure, everybody agrees with. So thank you so much. And, great to have everyone logged into this session. Thank you.